This is a story about how once upon a time my dad bought me a car that was more of a liability than a blessing. It was a 2013 Ford Explorer that he bought off of auction from a police station in California. So it was fun. And he spray painted black over the police lettering, and the top was still white, and it ran okay. It had like tons of miles on it, but it was running. And then one of the tires kept going flat. I was reinflating it every 2 weeks. So I took it to Les Schwab to see what was wrong with it, because I couldn't figure it out or see. And they said that it had a big gash in the sidewall and it needed to be replaced because you can't patch sidewall. But it was an all-wheel drive car, and you can't just replace one tire at a time. You have to replace all four, and that costs $1,000. So I stopped really driving it because I didn't want to drive with the bad tire. It might like collapse or something. I was a little paranoid about that. Might have been fine, might have not been. But either way, I had to keep like reinflating it, and I just started using my boyfriend's car to get around. So I left it for a month, and then I came back after a month, and it turns out the door seals weren't good, and there was a puddle of water on the roof of the car inside, and the whole thing molded like horrifically. I'm like, great. And the battery wasn't good. It kept dying after a week. After I charged it a couple times to try to move it, to replace the battery. And then we were moving to a place that didn't have enough parking spots outside the apartment for my car to be there, but I couldn't leave it at the old place that I was living at. So I parked it on 13th and Hilliard because a friend told me that that's where people leave their cars to be sold. And then a family friend said that he was going to come and buy it. But then he ghosted me and didn't come and get it for a month, even though he had already sent me the money. And I lived 20 minutes away from where it was parked, so I didn't go and check on it during that month. I came back to grab something that I had forgotten out of the car. And, oh, by the way, when I moved the car, we rolled all the windows down because it was like mold air, bleach air. And when we tried to roll the windows back up, one of them was stuck down, and I just taped plastic over it. I'm like, damn, that sucks. So after a month, I come back to grab something out of it, and it's gone. I'm like, okay, try not to panic. I'll just call the police station to see if it was towed, because I have all the records of all the tows in the city. It had not been on the record at all, so it had been stolen. That sucks. Really sucks, actually. Reported it missing. Never saw it since, and I had to pay back the family friend the $3,000, or not all of it. My dad helped a little bit. But out a car, out money. That was in like March. Yeah. The end.